So this is the first entry to a reverse leg drag from Kiss the Dragon. So as soon as I get here in the reverse delariva, the thing I like to do the most is always try to get the knee shield, because I can always kind of monitor and control the distance, right? And when we're playing guard, it's always important we stay tight like a ball. Whenever they start to separate our knees from our chest, it makes it a lot easier for our opponents to pass our guard, right? So as soon as I get here, I'm controlling the distance. The first thing that I want to monitor and I want to take care of is this arm, okay? Because this arm is the beginning to all of his passes, right? If he can grab my collar, he can long step. If he grabs my knee here, right, he can go for the knee slice, the toreando. He's got so many different options. So when I take care of this arm, I kind of immobilize him, and I can take advantage of that and do what I want, right? So as I see this arm here, either on my collar or my pants, when it's on my collar, I like to go 2-on-1 here, close my elbows, and then back up, and then just break the grip. And as soon as I break the grip, I use my left arm to kind of stiff arm to keep the arm away as I lock it out. And now I'm going to monitor it here with the C grip, so he cannot re-grab. Now, if he goes to my leg to try and go for knee slice, toreando, things like that, what I like to do is I like to make sure, same thing, cross grip, but now with my right hand, I'm going to use the blade on my wrist to go under his. I break the grip here just by pulling towards me, and now look, I'm going to weave around, control the C grip, and then I'm going to stiff arm here, right? So now that I've kind of isolated his arm, that's when I'm going to start to work, right? So I'm here, and I'm going to use my right reverse delariva hook to extend to get him away from me. So as I start to push him away here, look, I'm gonna have a lot of space now for me to underhook his shin. So as I get here, still monitoring the arm right now so he can't cross face me. What I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna keep that. Now my right hand is gonna underhook his leg here. So as I get the underhook for the Kiss the Dragon, look, I start to bring my knee to my chest and invert and start to get under Marcos here. So as I start to get completely inverted, now I'm not worried about him trying to control my head. I can now release this sleeve grip and start to go to the far leg here with my left hand. Now, as I start to go to the far leg, simultaneously my left leg is going to reach under and hook right on the front of his thigh. And as I start to hook there, now my right leg comes into play. So as I get here with my right leg, look, I'm going to extend it across and I'm going to hook behind the back of his knee as well. And as soon as I go here, my right hand underhooks, and I start to reach to the pants, and my right hand goes to the hip. Now, as soon as I start to reach to the hip here, what happens is, if Marcos keeps standing up, his back is going to be vulnerable. So most of the time when I start to get the hip here, they drop this left knee, and then as soon as I get here into what I like to call the reverse leg drag, I want to make sure I monitor this leg and this one as well. So what I'm going to do with my right hand is I'm going to reach under, get my 4 fingers in the pants, controlling the hip. I'm going to pull the grip to me and I'm going to close my elbow so I can prevent this leg from stepping over to the other side, right? So as I start to monitor this leg, my left hand now, similar grip here. I'm grabbing the leg, I'm pulling, watch, and I'm just controlling this leg so he can't step away. And now I'm going to stop here in the reverse leg drag. Very similar to like an X guard, but my legs are switched a little bit and I'm on the other side, right? So once again, I'm here in the reverse delariva. The first thing I want to do is I want to control the distance with my shin, okay? So you cannot start to throw my leg away. I want to make sure that I can separate his chest from mine, right? So now as I'm controlling the distance here, I need to isolate this arm so it's easier to immobilize him and spin under without him controlling my head. Right? So when he's controlling my collar, like I said, I go 2-on-1, I break the grip, I maintain the control with my left hand, and I go C grip. And I extend and keep it away. If he controls my leg, my reverse delariva hook, now I'm in danger of knee slices. I'm going to do the same kind of grip break, except my left hand goes here and my right hand goes to the wrist. As I get the blade of my wrist on his, I break the grip, and look how I weave around, and then I guide it away. As I guide it away, I know he's not going to control my head now when I go upside down. Now what I'm going to do with my right leg is I'm going to extend my hook diagonally, right? Creating space so I can start to get the underhook. Still monitoring this whole time, because look, if I reach under like this blindly, look, he's going to go around my neck just like this, boom, and that's not what I want to happen. So I want to make sure I take away that option by controlling the cross grip, keeping it away. Now as I get the underhook, watch, I bring my knees to my chest, I keep my core tight, and I start to go upside down here, just like this. Right? Now as I start to go upside down, simultaneously my hand hooks under or behind the back of his knee, my left leg follows, and my right leg switches to the other side. Now, as soon as I switch my leg to the other side, it's very important my right hand weaves under. So as I hook, right leg comes inside and watch. I'm weaving under and going to the hip. Now, like I said, if he stays up, I have opportunities to get the crab ride and take the back. So almost every time I get under here, my opponents end up dropping their knee. So as soon as he drops his knee, watch how I keep the hooks here. My knee's on the outside, that's very important. My left leg's maintaining control of the bottom leg. So now once I'm here, I want to monitor the hip, elbow, right, goes over his knee, right, so he doesn't take his leg out. 'Cause sometimes people go here, and then, or whenever I used to do this, when I first started learning about this technique, he'd start to throw the leg over, look, and I would lose this grip. So if I have my elbow on the outside, it's very important to monitor that knee. Now my left hand, still controlling the leg, I keep my knees flared out on either side, and then I'm gonna stop here in the reverse leg drag.